As someone with very fair skin, I'm very particular about bronzers. My current favorite bronzer, and it might actually be my favorite bronzer of all time, came from an unlikely place, in my opinion, and it's from Trixie Cosmetics. This is the Trixie Cosmetics Trixie Stick in the shade Sun Kiss. One of the things that I normally have issues with when I'm looking for a bronzer is the undertone of the bronzer. Like I said, I have very fair skin, but my skin is neutral, leaning a little bit cool. I have like a little bit of pink running through my skin. A lot of the times when I put on a bronzer, the warm part, the orangey part, is always the most prevalent shade that comes out rather than like a warmth that feels like it comes within. Trixie Cosmetics for a very long time was a brand that wasn't really on my radar. I love Trixie Mattel. I think she's so fabulous, but her brand never really appealed to me. I love kitschy things. I mean, look at me. So it's weird because like that's an aesthetic, but like with makeup, that's not the aesthetic that I typically am drawn toward. I bought a bunch of stuff from Trixie. I did a whole YouTube video about it. So if you want to see more about Trixie Cosmetics, you can go check out my YouTube video. My handle is the same over there. I opened this up and I was so worried that this wasn't going to work, but my friend Elle, who's Elle Essentially, she's on TikTok and on Instagram, she told me that this was a really good product, and I should have just believed her because Elle has good taste, but also I just was so unsure of the undertone. So look at it. It looks pretty warm, like it's gonna wear incredibly warm on the skin, and it definitely like is a little bit orangey-er than I think I really like, but this formula is so luxurious. I really love luxury makeup, but this is more luxurious than any luxury formula I've tried, and that's not me being hyperbolic. It's just such a good formula that melts into the skin and just gently warms the skin. I also don't love a very visible bronzer. I like adding bronzer back to my skin to bring some warmth and life back to my skin. I'm not trying to make my skin look like it's a color that it doesn't normally become. This is just something that comes immediately one with the skin. I had the Chanel bronzer, the Chanel Soleil Tan bronzer, and I liked that. I found that harder to work with than this. This I think is $16, $14. It's incredibly reasonably priced. They have a pretty good shade range too, and I think the formula is just so far unmatched in what I've ever tried in the makeup industry. I've been in the game for about 10 years. I worked at Sephora for 4 years, so I've tried and interacted with a lot of bronzing product, and this is by far my favorite one. So shocking. It comes from a shocking place, but that's what's really great about makeup is sometimes the little treasures come from the drugstore or they come from an indie brand. This is one of those products that very clearly had a lot of love put into it. Like Trixie put a lot of money into this, it seems like, because this is just an exceptional product and I love using it. And if you are looking for a new cream bronzer, I cannot recommend this one enough.